when we arrived to the camps, the older prisoners warned us, listen, your only way to escape from here is the chimney of the crematoria. There is no other way out of here. And we still kept hoping that, yes, there will be a day when we'll be out of here. Even though there was never, with our knowledge, any escape from the camp. They ordered us several times to attend hangings. The gallows were in front of our blocks, and almost every day they were hanging people who were trying to escape from the camp without any judgment. The Gestapo just ordered, you go and hang. When I arrived to Auschwitz and I stepped out of the carriage, and within a few minutes I lost the sight of my mother forever. I didn't feel any emotion. I stopped being a normal human being, and that wasn't only me. I saw around me tens and hundreds of people who lost at the same moment not only their mother, but they lost their children, their wives, and everybody else. And they came, just like me, to the working camp in Auschwitz alone, and they were thinking about the conditions of their survivor, if there existed such a thing, and they didn't show any normal reaction of such a tragic, disastrous situation, like losing from a moment to the other your children and your parents and your family. So was myself. When I've heard the loss of my brother, we were crying, all three of us there, for a while, and after that we continued with our everyday life. And that's the human instinct. We were only two in the family, children, and of course we were very close to each other. He was the older, and he was much smarter than I am, and I respected him, and I even envied him for his brain and for his respect, what he got from all of our entourage and from his professors. And he was a very exceptional young man with a bright future. In 1942, the Hungarian army decided to organize forced labor battalions from the Jewish youth to send them in Ukraine to support with work, with labor at the Hungarian army on the front against the Russians. And they mobilized all the Jews who were at the age of military service. My brother and myself were mobilized because we were suspected of Zionist activity. And we went to present ourselves at the commission which put together the battalion, and the commission decided that both of us are fit to go with the battalion to Ukraine. At that point, my brother presented himself for an audience with his commander, with our commander at the battalion, and explained them that we are only two in the family, two boys, and our parents need our help, and he is asking the commander to exempt me from being mobilized and take just him. In spite of the fact that he, being a student at the university, he had the right to exemption from military service. The commander accepted the request of my brother and sent me home, and kept my brother in the battalion, sent him with the battalion next month to Ukraine, and by the end of 1942 my brother was dead. The condition of his death and the circumstances are not known to me. I know the locality's name, which doesn't say anything, Bondarovka in Ukraine. I don't know exactly what caused his death. In any case, the extremely severe conditions of the Ukrainian winter must have been the main reason for his demise. He bargained away his life for me, just to save me for my parents.